Do you ever wish you were running against Donald Trump? Does he ever wish you could climb in there? I saw the vice president said he wanted to fight him the other day.
You know, I think Hillary's doing just fine. I am enjoying campaigning on her behalf, also campaigning for Senate and House candidates, because, look, we joke about Donald Trump, but I do think that part of the reason you've seen Michelle passionate in this election, part of the reason that we get involved as much as we have is not just because we think Hillary's going to be a great president, but it's also because there is something qualitatively different about the way Trump has operated in the political sphere. Look, I ran against John McCain. I ran against Mitt Romney. Obviously, I thought that I could do a better job. But they're both honorable men. And if they had won, then I wouldn't worry about the general course of this country. I think Republicans and Democrats have some fierce disagreements, and that's how democracy works. We're a big, diverse country, and sometimes it's going to be contentious and noisy. But what we haven't seen before, I think, is somebody questioning the integrity of elections and the will of the people. What we haven't seen before, I think, is a politics based on putting down, in very explicit terms, Muslim Americans who are patriots, or describing women, not in terms of their intellect and their character, but on a 1 to 10 score. And you know, at a certain, regardless of what your political preferences are and your policy preferences, there is a certain responsibility and expectation in terms of how you behave, how you present yourself. The point is that, you know, I said when I was running in 2008, I'm not a perfect man, and I wouldn't be a perfect president, but I'd make the effort to, as best I could, be honest to the American people, to make sure that I was protective of the institutions, that there were certain norms and standards and values and customs that make it work. And if you are willing to say anything and do anything, even when it undermines everything that's been built by previous generations, you know, that's a problem. And that's why I take this election very seriously.